Boy, do we have a show for y'all tonight. It's about to be a cold front coming through here, so I had to put on my starter UK from the beginning. We're about to do some work up in this podcast tonight, so I had to get the hard hat from UK. We got Marcus McClinton, played football at Fort Campbell High School with the UK, played for the Patriots for a minute, and now guess what? This guy is in the Navy now. All right, we'll talk to you in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave
Welcome to the podcast.
What's up, bruh?
Not much, man. That gives me goosebumps every time
Dude,
I hear it.
I had to get on my feet, bro. That's just what we do.
I saw you. I
couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I seen Matt jumping on for a second. I guess he popped back off. I don't know.
He'll pop back on in a second. But anyway, so it's gonna be a fun show. We got Matt Johnson trying to get on here. We got Marcus McClinton, played at Fort Campbell High School football back in 2004, I think he said, and then 2005 maybe, and then went to UK and then played for the Patriots a little bit, and now this guy is active duty Navy. So I'm excited to hear this story. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's bring a boy Matt on. What's up, Matt?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
It's Wu-Tang forever, motherfucker. You know?
Oh, that's good. You're lucky that I made it today. I almost went swimming in a lake in fucking Livingston, bro.
Yeah, what happened with the fishing wire?
I got the front of my car's bumper tied on with fishing wire right now. I got to go fix it in the morning before we keep driving.
Oh, good Lord.
Horrible day.
Oh,
anyway.
Wow. Okay.
What's up, everybody? We made it.
Yeah.
With no stress, it wouldn't be fun.
Day.
So,
speaking of stress, go ahead, Al.
Trust me, Matt knows. It's been tough. So, you know, luckily, I'm working with Veteran Mortgage Solution, and they were able to take care of your boy. But I'll tell you what, it was crazy, you know, putting in offers and then shit falling through and not working out, and they got me back on track. So I'm pretty excited to keep the process moving. So shout out to those guys because they are definitely taking care of me. So I appreciate what they're doing, Mac and his team out there. So if you're looking for a VA loan, looking for some love, and need some help getting taken care of, reach out to Veteran Mortgage Solutions because those guys will definitely take care of you and make sure shit gets headed in the right direction for sure. So I see my little brothers on here. What's up, Brett? And I see my boy Black Velvet's on here. I see JB in the house. What's up, bro? We got so I don't know. He knows who Matt. So we're all so a little about Marcus, right? So I've known his brother for years. Me and his brother have been thick as thieves, been pretty tight for many, many years. His brother's was a chief petty officer in the Navy, retired. And now, you know, he was at the schoolhouse when I was there. Jay was there. So we all knew Leon, a.k.a. Big Mac, right? So I had the privilege and the honor really of when Mac was looking to help his brother get into the Navy, be a part of that, right? And reach out to some recruiters and just kind of help the process flow smoothly, right? And then he joined the Navy. You know, I got to go to his A school graduation, which was pretty fun, cool. Me and my boy Smitty, we got to go see him graduate, talk a lot of shit. So it was a good time. But his story is absolutely, again, my word, right? Phenomenal, right? Because what he's done. I mean, you could probably write a book or make a fucking TV movie when it was made for TV, make a movie about his career and what he's done. He's an absolute. And I got him on Spotify. He's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. You know. I listen to his music all the time. He reminds me of and don't shoot me, right? He's from Chicago, so he's got that Chicago sound. And I'm not gonna say R. Kelly, but I still be bumping R. Kelly when I'm alone. I don't give a damn how many bitches he pissed on. That dude still be bumping, right? I don't care what you say, right? But kind of Jaheim, kind of old school, soulful R&B. So his music is absolutely amazing. So he's done music. He played for the Kentucky Wildcats. He confirmed it. I think he was no, but I think he was SEC, all conference, whatever they do, right? And then he ended up getting picked up by the Patriots. He played in the NFL for a couple years, and then later on in life decided he wanted to support freedom and democracy around the motherfucking world, right? So he ended up joining the Navy, and he's had a pretty amazing career. He's only been in about 5, almost 6 years. He's already up to E6. He'll be taking the Chiefs exam next year. And then he's got some ideas about maybe putting in an LDO package, because obviously he's got a damn degree, and he would make an outstanding leader and officer. But the stuff he's done in the Navy, you don't get to do at the E5, E6 level normally, right? He's been a CFL, right? He's been pretty much a fitness leader for the man fitness leader. He's just done a ton of shit. And if you're not following him on social media or you're not looking him up, you need to. Because his motivational videos, he's built like a damn black Hercules. He's, I would guess, and I have to ask him. I guess Marcus is probably in his 30s, but it's actually disgusting because I'm only in my early 40s and I look like fucking 200 pounds of damn chewed bubble gum, right? But what he's doing is pretty phenomenal, and considering, a guy who played college ball, grew up in Chicago, and I mean like not the Chicago y'all see on TV, like the real Chicago, right? And now he's an active duty service member serving his country. Just came off of a deployment to Japan, doing some amazing things. So I'm really excited about bringing him on, just because, like I said, I knew his brother very, very well, and I heard stories about Marcus and all this stuff, and I've been following his music for quite a while now. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
I feel like
you knew his brother from the Navy.
Yeah. Me and his brother were in the Navy together. We served together. His brother still lives in the Pensacola area, so we talk on occasion. He's pretty mad at me right now. I still had him listed on my phone as LS1 Mac instead of the respect he earned, right, as a chief petty officer.
Right.
But this text me was like he'll jump on it. He's gonna probably jump on and watch in a little bit. He's stuck in traffic with some kind of wreck. But anyways, so yeah, I knew his brother. Me and his brother were really, really tight. So it's cool to watch the progression and see where Marcus is at now, right? Because there's not a lot of people who can say, the Pat Tillmans of the world who I'm in the league and I'm doing this. I've got a pretty good music career and now go into serve my country. So yeah, it's a legitimate Patriot shit for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'm pretty sure I think his degrees in communication and leadership. If I
probably
read that somewhere.
My degree's in general education diploma. So my degree's a little different. I spent 6 years in high school, got an associate's coming out. You know what I'm saying?
His degree is from the greatest university on the face of the planet, the University of Kentucky, right smack dab in Lexington, Kentucky.
Well, it's funny. I was talking to Marcus earlier. So if everybody's watching, this is our DJ. DJ Royalty is not on. He's traveling. He's on a flight right now. But I was talking to Marcus, and Marcus's family actually lives Clarksville or somewhere, wherever Austin P University is at, which is where Scott's son has got a full ride scholarship headed to play ball as a running back at Austin P. He could probably play running back anywhere he wants because legitimately is the shit. So, but he's going to be in Austin P, and that's where Marcus's family lives. So it's pretty cool. It's a small Navy, small military, right? Who knows? Marcus might get to head to a game and sing the damn national anthem for Austin P's game, and Scott might be in the crowd, with some tears in his eyes.
And DJ running, jumping over the center to score a touchdown.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish I had that video on here still.
Yeah.
Our boy Scott's up in the air right now. He's heading to Cali, I believe. Yeah,
I think so. With his wife, I think he's going with Renee.
Yeah. You good?
So
you good, Matt?
I'm better. Is that better? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I got you now.
I can hear you.
Computer, I'm in a hotel. It's been a rough day. I'm telling y'all, man. Water.
So, do you mind going into this fishing wire thing?
All right.
I mean, are you okay? Is Becky okay?
Yeah, we're all good. I don't know. It depends on what your definition of okay is after going
physically. I know emotionally, probably through the ringer.
After going through water, but anyway, yeah, we're good. So, if anybody's not familiar, watch the Weather Channel. You've seen all the weather that's come into the area. So apparently, Becky looked it up before we got here.
Houston.
In the Houston area, they just released more water out of the watershed today than they did for Hurricane Harvey. Okay, so that meant 59's blocked, which is the way we had to go. So we took back ways, right? So we're driving through water, and I was driving down a 2-lane road, probably 25, 30 miles an hour, and you can't see puddles on the ground. So I hit the puddle, and I think it messed the clips up on the underside of the undercarriage cover, right?
Of the Jeep?
And it's scratching. So we stopped at a gas station. Do you have zip ties? No. I said, give me that fishing line. So I just, in the rain, it was crazy. It was stupid.
That's what I'm talking about. Freaking CBs make that shit happen.
Bro, that's that military ingenuity, bro. That is some real shit. When you can do some, you're tying your bumper on with some damn fishing line, bro. There is a CB out there right now who is cracking a beer. Proud of you, Matt Johnson, for what you've done. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you.
Yeah. And now tomorrow morning I got to take it to the dealership here in Memphis because they actually part. We called them, they had the part, and we're gonna take it to get fixed. But like,
So
oh man,
you're Matt. So I had a buddy of mine when we were in Iraq, and we had a vehicle go down, like in the middle of the shit, like it's going down, and we have a Humvee go down. And this guy he's my driver. I'm in the 50 cal. He's supposed to be behind the wheel, and he jumps out the vehicle because he's a legit mechanic. He hops out, and I'm like, we're all dead because now no one's driving the vehicle. And he runs back to like our LT's vehicle and is like yelling. I can't hear a whole lot going on. And he comes back with a damn paper clip, and he jumps under the truck and fixes like a steering linkage or whatever. A cotter pin had come out, and he fixed this vehicle with like a paper clip, and we were able to limp out of a kill zone and get back to the fob before we had any casualties. But yeah, that's some real nature.
Paper clips and bubble gum held together a lot of M1151 Up Armor Humvees when we had them in the beginning of OIF one. Yeah. What's up, Candy Baines? Yeah, absolutely. So what do you think?
I see Davis in the building. The caches. Well, he looks like he's good to go now. So I think he's off the road. So I think we can bring him in.
I feel like
What'd you say, Matt?
Introduction. I mean, he's in the Navy. He played football. He does music. I don't know what else he's gonna be able to. I'm sure he's got some good stories though.
What do you say, Al? You want to bring him on?
Yeah, bro. I'm looking outside the studio. I can see he's set up. He's ready to go now.
Okay.
Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Marcus. All right.
Hey,
here he is, Marcus McClinton.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. What's going on?
What's up, sir?
Bro?
Nothing. Trying to get this camera right.
Hey, what? that's
the
barracks smoke pit right there, dude.
Oh yeah, we're in the smoke pit. The Marines mustering over there, so I had to come over here. So we're good. Trying to get my angles right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like it.
You got to get your.
There you go. That's the one right there.
Yeah, when you ain't got your home studio, bro, it's a little tough, right?
Yeah. Who that say let's fucking go? I saw a message right there.
So that's Julie Willis. They're actually from Kentucky. They live in the Louisville area. Her and her husband, David Willis, they have a veteran podcast as well. And they're super excited for you to be on, that you play for the greatest college in the history of the world.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely. I figure we'll either acapella my old Kentucky home or on U of K later on.
It's gonna have to be a fight song on U of K.
Well, welcome, man. So, what are you? You're away? You at a school? You on deployment? What are you doing?
No, I'm back home. Just got back home. April 8th, whatever, from Japan. A 6-month deployment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spent too much money or not enough?
I probably spent all my money, but it's okay. We'll get it back, No problem.
Saying you should be good to go in Japan.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. I eat a lot. I spend all my money on food, so
and they got some good. They got good food in Oki, bro.
They got some. I eat the same thing though. I eat the same thing. Ramen and cocos, ramen, cocos, and rice and chicken.
Oh,
there you go.
That's all you need.
So yeah, what's up?
Why does Brett Hero keep saying that he should have played at Florida Gators? Come on, man.
So I've seen some videos
out of your brain.
That's my little brother. Don't mind him. So Brett, I watched videos of Marcus fucking Florida Gator players up back in the day. So you might want to be careful. I watched it. I watched some nastiness against them Gators. My brother's him and my pops are a huge Gator fan. So
I'm not a Gator fan. I'm not a Gator fan at all.
It's the SEC.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
So coming on, we appreciate it, my brother. It's good to talk to you. I mean, you got like probably 10 stories you could tell everybody today, huh?
Yeah, I got to be careful though. I got to be careful.
Yeah.
So, what story you want to hear?
One that you have to be the least careful with. How about that? Let's start off growing up, where you're from, and kind of take us through it a little bit.
Oh man, I'm from a wonderful place in the South Side of Chicago, man. That's where I'm from. We call it the East Side. Beautiful people, great food. That's where I'm from.
There you
what
go.
else you want to know?
So talk to us about that, Marcus. So Tell us about kind of your transition, right? You grew up in Chicago. How did you make your way to Kentucky, right? How did you end up from South Side of Chicago to Fort Campbell, Kentucky? Kind of walk us through your story, right? Your history. How did how you started and how you got to where you're at?
How I started and how I got to where I'm at. Well, first off, a praying mother. I'll say that.
That's right. There you go.
But the real logistics is what? Kentucky by way of Milwaukee, by way of Chicago, that's how, where you want me to go with it,
So
Where
you went to
wanna
high
go
school.
with it?
So you left Chicago, went to Milwaukee, ended up in Kentucky in high
Yeah.
school. So had you played football your whole life? You've been doing that like most of your life, growing up playing ball.
Well, yeah, growing up playing ball, but basketball was a sport, growing up, watching my brother play basketball, and we had Tim Hardaway. He stayed on the block. So that's who we all looked up to. And my brother was like the best ball player in the family. So
Which brother?
basketball.
No, you got some brothers. Which brother?
Oh, Leon. You know who
Oh
I'm talking about?
I was about to say. So I tried to play a pickup game with him one time, and I'm not a basketball player by no means. And
No way.
He let me on his team, and then was like, "Hey, bro, like I need you to like let somebody like who's got next, who's got next, right?" So I ended up watching the rest of the game. Yeah, he's a shooter for sure.
Yeah. You should have saw him when he was younger. We were talking about him being MVP 96 and 97 back to back in high school. But that's who led the way. And basketball was a sport. I was terrible at basketball, by the way. I wasn't the guy who got picked up. But as I got older, the physicality of football made me who I am today. I gotta say, it's all in my personality and it's all in my actions, which is actually a big transition that I have to make if I want to make that next step in my career. If I want to be an officer, if I want to be a great first class, the rah shit I can't do the rah shit. I gotta be more of a intellectual, passive aggressive motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's
I do.
just to to be more professionalism, right?
I think they call that but verify or something.
They call trust but verify.
Yeah.
That's what you said. Yeah. But football, man, it built my confidence, man. The development of Marcus McClinton this is how it went. Started off getting bullied, right? Then I started being a bully, and then I started bullying the bullies, right? That's just the progression of it, man. It was hard just coming up being a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? My uncles made me, feel a certain type of way. My brother was tough on me. And then just in the neighborhoods, you had to grow up and be tough. And that's how football started, Started when I was 12. I signed myself up. My mama wanted me to play basketball like my brother because football, you can get injured, and then I found out I was good. High school came and saw me play for the Boys and Girls Club. Started as a freshman in high school as a quarterback for the first 2 years, then moved to Kentucky, because we had to move with my sister in Kentucky at Fort Campbell. And first year there, I got a scholarship. That's the fast way to it,
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
So where was your sister serving at Fort Campbell at that time? But what year do you remember?
Brigade or whatever.
Yeah.
This was 2001, 2002.
Yeah, I was there. I was in the 716th MP Battalion. I spent from 99 till 2009 at Fort Campbell. So there's a very good chance I probably ran into your sister somewhere.
You probably did.
Yeah,
Shit.
I was over Fort Campbell. Man, I knew everybody there. So what was it like getting recruited and then going to Kentucky? This is what I want to hear. Like, what was it like? I mean, obviously you have drive. So obviously you're good. You're good at football. Obviously you're a Patriot. Obviously you're very intelligent and you've studied because, you have a degree from UK. But as far as the physicality, what was it like to play football in the SEC for one and for two at UK? Like, what was that process like?
When I came, I started from Fort Campbell. So when I came to Fort Campbell, I brought this different type of attitude. I believed in myself, and I believed in Fort Campbell Falcons. I didn't even bring up like my old school or nothing like that. It was just like I had some type of chip on my shoulder, and the whole school, like the whole base, like was about Fort Campbell football. And like Sean Burner was my coach, and he let me do whatever I wanted to do. As far as I can run the practice. Like if the practice was going bad, I say, hey, let's go, get the fuck up, right? And I was the man. But when I went to Kentucky, everybody was good. Everybody was fast. Everybody was strong. In that first year, I started as a freshman. Man, I'm on the field, and I can hear people in the crowd, you know. This lady from Tennessee, is this heckler from Tennessee. She'd say, hey, you, McClinton, number 2. I turn around and she's like, you suck. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can hear all that. So I had issues focusing as a freshman because it was so fast and there was so much going on. And the person who brought me into college football was Michael Bush from Louisville, Kentucky. This guy was 6'3", 230 pounds, running a 4.3, and they was running a toss sweep, and a safety got to run the alley. And you can go back and watch the film. I made a tackle, but he was trucking me every time. And it was a wake-up call.
Let go.
Just can't let go. I'm 195 pounds, getting ran to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't quit. You just had to keep doing it. And I kept doing it. And by the time I was a senior, I got real good at it. You know, and it was just about being you know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. I don't know if I answered the question.
No,
oh,
you
yeah,
did.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean, just the level of go ahead, Al.
No, go ahead, bro. No, go ahead, Ty.
So the level of play, like this is like you said that you got bullied and then you became the bully and then you started bullying others. So obviously you're very introspective is what I derive from that. So at what point did it click with you that you have the talents? And I've watched some of your videos. I know the technique that you have for all these different things. It looks wonderful. So when did it click for you that you're a world-class athlete that could make it to the NFL? And then I have a follow-up question for that, but how does that kind of translate into being a badass in the military physically?
Hey, Marcus, if you didn't realize this, Ty is like our fucking sport. Like there ain't shit you can't ask him about whatever, especially Kentucky, that he don't know. So this guy's like should be in it damn on ESPN or WrestleMania.
Oh, I want to be a sports psychologist so bad.
This guy, he's the guy. So, sorry. Go ahead, Marcus.
Well, the question, I've been in love before, right? I've been in love twice, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And I've never had my heart broken by a woman. My heart has been broken by football. I've done football 20 years, and I get to the New England Patriots, and you got all of these papers, the paper saying McClinton is doing well, McClinton is this, McClinton is that, right? And then when you come into practice, before practice, Belichick does highlights and lowlights. You see McClinton on the highlights. Hey guys, this how you do it. Whether it's a tackling drill or a fumble drill or one-on-ones or whatever. I used to bring Julian Edelman to practice every day. He's the first one there, last one to leave. I'm on his coattail. We came in the same year. That's who I go against in one-on-ones. I'm feeling good about myself, right? On these highlights. And Dean Pease was our defensive coordinator. And I'm like, hey, coach, you put me with the ones? He like, McClinton, just keep chopping at the wood. All right. Coach, would you put me with the ones? Keep chopping at the wood, McClinton. So I'm just working hard. And this work hard, keep your head down, right? And Dean Pease put me with the ones, right? And at this time, we got Randy Moss and Joey Galloway, and not Wes Welker, but Julian Edelman, because Wes Welker, I think he was gone. He might have been there, might be gone. I don't know. But anyway, 3 fucking busted plays. So I'm with the ones with this guy named Matthew Slater. He's a fucking special teams guy, but he has legacy. Like his dad was a fucking lineman or some shit, right? So they trying to move him to safety. So they put him in there with me with the ones, and the safety position at college level and in the in the league level, it's the same. It's not a free, it's not a strong. You're interchangeable. You know, you just go with the running strength for the passing strength or whatever. Passing strength for DBs, running strength for linebackers and linebackers. But anyway, they come out in like 11 personnel, whatever. You got tight end, two wide receivers in the slot, one back, whatever. They in trips, 11 personnel, trips left or whatever. So it's a loosey call. So you got the strong safety down, or you got the left safety down, and you got me in the middle of the field, right? So Dan Welker was there. So Welker goes in motion. Now he's the slot. So I'm calling Ricky, because I got to go down on the slot and bump the linebacker out. This motherfucker do not hear me, Slater. So I'm calling it. Now, what I was taught, you never leave the middle of the field open. You know what I'm saying? You never leave it open, bro. So I stay in the middle of the field.
I got to interrupt you. I've got goosebumps listening to this. This is what I'm talking about, Marcus. Check this out. Like, there is something that you remember the bad stuff better than you're ever going to remember the good stuff, don't you? I'm sorry. Continue with the story, brother. I'm sorry.
My heart still broke.
Yeah, I feel it.
So I make a Ricky. I'm yelling Ricky or whatever, right? This motherfucker locked in. He locked in on the tight end. So once Welker went in motion, you know, we slide, you know, linebacker inside the tight end, strong safety outside of the tight end or whatever. But that's the passing, that's the running strength. We need to go to the passing strength. Motherfucker, he didn't move, right? So I stayed in the middle of the field, but I got my eyes on Welker. You know, Tom see it. He checks, throws it to Welker. I come down, tapping, two-hand tapping, 5 yards. That's the first busted play, right? This first play I'm in with the ones, a fucking ME, mental error, right? So the next play, they come out in a bunch formation. It's still 11 personnel. Matter of fact, yeah, it's still 11 personnel, but they got the tight end flexed out, tight end the point man, and then you got your wide. Matter of fact, it is 11 personnel. You got your wide out outside and your slot inside. And in this particular formation, you get the linebacker to take away the tight end, and then you get the cornerback and the fucking safety on that side. You know what I'm saying, to combo those receivers vertical. Now, if your receiver come vertical for 10 yards, you keep them, right? You don't switch off. But anyway, so outside man comes in, runs like a damn near 5-yard dig, still in linebacker territory. The fucking cornerback goes after him, right? We still should be in our pedal. Fucking Moss did like a wheel route, like towards the sideline. Man, you're not catching Moss. You know what I'm saying?
And you know he had his hand up. And you know he had his hand up.
Fucking run. That's two.
Right.
That's two mental errors. I can't even tell you the fucking third one, to be honest with you. But the point of the story is this, man. If I can get to the point. This is the first time my heart was broken. I'm still good. Like, you know, football, you fuck up, you come back and you fix it the next practice. You fix it the next game. Hell, you might fix it the same practice, right? You got time to go in, watch film. Come in the next day, Belichick do highlights and lowlights. Guess who on the lowlights? For 3 fucking plays, right? McClinton, what's this? What are we doing here? And I'm just in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I'm like, I'm gonna brush this off. I'm gonna get this right. Come back to practice. You know what I'm saying? Get it together. I might have had maybe a couple weeks after that, right? Still just trying to get right. Didn't get the reps with the ones. Was getting like reps with the third string, like end of practice when we doing team and shit. I should have never went to the Patriots, by the way. I should have went to Cleveland. But anyway, you come in the fucking door, right? First of all, the door say, matter of fact, I forgot what this shit said. It say some crazy shit. Don't believe the hype. Don't listen to the noise.
Don't listen to the noise.
And do your fucking job, right? That was like some shit like that. But anyway, you read that shit every day. Okay, I go in there, man. Fucking representatives in the front. Hey, McClinton, you got a meeting. You gotta go see the big guy type shit, right? So I'm like, damn. And at this point, you can't go back to the locker room. You can't say, what the fuck finna happen, right? So I'm just hoping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping, like, okay, maybe maybe ain't that. I get up there, it's a room about 6 of us, right? And I'm still sitting in there. Like I haven't seen that show. What's the show called? When they show people
Hard
get cut?
Knocks.
I haven't seen Hard Knocks.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. So I'm in a room with like 6 other guys. They kind of lost too, but I think a couple of them was veterans. Man, they call you in the room. I still remember the lady's name. Her name was Nancy, Miss Nancy. She call you in there. Then you go in the room. It's 2 chairs. The room is dim. It's a fucking coffee table and shit. And then motherfucking Belichick gave me a piece of paper. And the piece of paper is just a bunch of words, and then it's circled why they putting you on waiver. And they always say, we're gonna put you on waiver so somebody else can pick you up, right? Give you a chance to whatever. So the waivers say not picking up the scheme as fast as other guys. You know what I'm saying? And when I left out of that building, it was over. I ain't been the same since. It was like, damn. And that was it. And all I can think is, why the fuck didn't I go in there with the same mentality I went to Kentucky with and the same mentality I went to Fort Campbell with? Because when I went in there, I was a fan. You know what I'm saying? Seeing all these guys that I used to see on TV. You know, my locker was across from Brandon Merriweather, the cat that went to Miami. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't look like a fucking god. He was a little dude. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Brady. We had Brady. Used to be in a sauna with Randy Moss. Regular people. You know what I'm saying? Talking about their problems. You know? And bam, heart been broke. There you go.
Okay. So after the Patriots,
so I went
what'd you do after that?
After the Patriots, I went to the UFL, man. First of all, after the Patriots, I took my ass home. I was at home. I was at home waiting on a job, hitting up my agent, you know, agent paying for my life. You know, I was married at the time. My wife was in medical school at the time. You know, it was rough as hell, man, because my wife telling me to get a regular job, football, just a game, you know. So I ain't never believed that.
that. Yeah, you can't tell somebody that.
She's like, it's just a game. Get a job. Use your degree. You know, shit I should have probably did. But, you know, but I ended up going to the UFL, playing for Dennis Green for this team called the California Redwoods. End up playing a season with them. Then going to Cincinnati. The thing about Cincinnati, I pulled my damn hamstring the last game of the season with the UFL. I had hit this dude right on the goal line. He ran a slant, and I beeline him. Boom. And like I felt some shit cracking my neck, so I fell down. Boom. I'm on the ground. We on the ground. This dude still scored. Right. But it was a crazy hit. The next play, I'm on kickoff return. And on kickoff return, you got to turn and run 12 yards or some shit to turn around. So my adrenaline is rushing. So I'm running, tweak my damn hamstring. Woo! Turn around, block my guy, hobble to the sideline. And that next Tuesday was my tryout with Cincinnati Bengals. So I postponed that. By the time the next week I got up there, they signed this cat named Colt Brennan.
Colt Brennan, yeah.
Colt Brennan. I don't know how that panned out with him, but yeah, shit broke my heart.
It didn't. It didn't. I mean, no, but so you obviously football was kind of your dream, your passion, and you. I mean, you made it to the league. Most people don't, right? So
it's my identity.
Yeah. So so you're also a damn pretty amazing, phenomenal music artist, right? So.
Yeah, before we go there, one thing that I want to say I found interesting, Marcus, is to hear you talk about the failures, you can completely see why you're where you're at today, right? You're an example of the failures still hurt and you still feel them, but you're not going to let them define what you're going to do for the future, right? So you've ran around to find things to do it. But just hearing you tell the stories, it's like you could have probably told us what play in practice, where, you know what I mean? It's like it's interesting to see you go through all that and just see the the hurt in your eyes when you're talking about that play. And I would probably venture to guess you think those 3 plays are why you didn't stay with the Patriots, huh?
Absolutely. But I think it's more of a focus thing. Like, when I've been paying attention to my body now for probably like 15 years, and I definitely wasn't getting enough sleep. The league is a different beast. It's a different type of party than it is anywhere else. You partying with millionaires who don't want to go to sleep, and they doing all types of stuff, right? And you gotta think. I'm a free agent, right? I signed as a free agent, but the guys that I hung with were draft picks. They got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're thinking I got a couple $1,000. They got $100,000.
Yeah.
I don't gotta pay for anything, but hey, I'm still trying to be part of the family. You know what I'm saying? So they can go without getting sleep. I can't, because I still gotta wake up, be the first one there, and the last one to leave. And I really think that even with those mistakes that I did make, if I would have just focusing more on the little things, right? The things that I can control. And I can control my sleep, my nutrition, and my fitness, and my mental clarity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what I got from it, you know, and a host of other things. One thing I noticed about Belichick is that he don't bullshit. Like, his conversations are precise, at least his conversations with players. It's about whatever it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a lot of small talk. And when you think about it, we spend a lot of time talking about things that's not about winning. You know what I'm saying? If the focus is to win, let's talk about how we gonna win. Let's talk about strategy. It was a thing about terminology. The biggest thing in college and in the league was the terminology, like 11 personnel. In college, we call that kings, right? 21 personnel, 12 personnel, that's ace and regular. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn every position on the field to be successful, offensively and defensively. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest thing. And if I learned anything, I learned that. And that's what helped me progress in the Navy. Like, why would I care about well, you have to care. Let me be politically correct. But if I know that only thing I can control is what I score on the Navy-wide advancement exam and what I get on my PFA, those are the things I'm gonna make sure that I do my best at. I'm gonna max out this fitness test, and I'm gonna try my best to max out this exam. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read every word. I might not retain the shit, but I'm gonna read every word, because if I do good, I can say, hey, I read every word in the motherfucking bibs. If I do bad, I can say, I read every word in them bibs.
Yeah.
I did my fucking best. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing for us. I know Al and I, when we were in the Navy, I don't know if they do it anymore now, but we were in recruiting duty. So in recruiting duty, apparently, people forget what it's like to do their job in the Navy, their regular job, right?
Yeah.
So like 6 weeks before the test, you got to give them all this time to study. And I used to ask our CMC all the time, like, why are we waiting till 6 weeks, right? Like, if they don't know it today, 6 weeks ain't going to do shit. Like, if you don't know what you need to know today, then 6 weeks isn't going to help you. And they were like, what we got to do? And it's like, you wonder why the test scores are low. But what used to kill me more than anything is career recruiters failing tests. I used to be like, how can you fail when you're doing the job every day? It was crazy. I just couldn't believe it. So what you're saying there is true. Like, as long as you study and do what you got to do. But the key kicker to that is when you learn how to do it in the book, make sure you do it on the job, because then you'll retain it and you'll keep it forever. And so many people wouldn't do it. It was so mind-blowing to see that. And then them walk around like it wasn't their fault. Like, it's not your fault.
It's funny, Matt, when you say that, because when you look at like what Marcus has done, and it's awesome because he's carried that mentality into the Navy. And I've always been trained and taught Marcus, same thing, like control what you can control. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is just noise. So find a way to block out the noise and control the things you can control. And whether that's from a leadership perspective, where like, this is my team and I can control these things, right? And Matt can tell you, I'm a civilian now, but I still treat every day in my job like I'm still a senior chief. Like I don't know how to turn it off. Like I'm not built to turn it off. I'm not built to be like, well, you know what? I've dropped my pack. It's time for me to just be our hero to civilian and not give a fuck. I'm just not. I've never been built that way.
Yeah. He's ready to pick the pack up and go outside right now. All you got to do is
I've never been. Yeah. And it's probably a testament to probably the way most of us on this podcast, right? The way we were raised, the way I came up. Like I came up, I mean, Ty knows, I grew up in Jacksonville, right? On the west side of Jacksonville. And I grew up as like kind of the outcast and like the one who doesn't really belong here and shouldn't be here. But I'd use it as like almost like fuel, like motivation. Like, you're right, but I'm going to fucking show you now that I deserve it more than anybody else. And I'm going to work and fight every day of my life to be successful at whatever it is. And it doesn't matter if it's recruiting or it's I'm a fucking garbage man or I got a job at Winn-Dixie bagging groceries. It don't even matter. Like I'm going to put my heart and my soul into everything that I do. And I really feel like, Marcus, that's kind of what you've done, right? Because we haven't even so I don't know who this is, but he spies somebody, you know, Mr. Music Man, the wise one, right? So, you know, we haven't even touched obviously the tip of the iceberg as far as like your music career. Because I'm, you know, I call me a fanboy, but I'm a fan of your music because I grew up listening to the Black Streets and the Jaheems and the R. Kellys and like just that soulful sing, pour your heart into your music, right? So, and you've done that too. So, so talk to us a little bit, and then we'll get into the Navy, right? I know we got to pay some bills, but talk to us about the music side of you, right, bro? Because I sent your shit to Ty before I ever called you. I'm like, bro, come on the podcast. I was sending your shit to DJ, and we have a buddy of ours named Bubba Wesley, who is a country music star. He's amazing, right? He's getting ready to. He's the #1 artist in Texas right now on the Billboard charts. Like, so. And I reached out to him and was like, hey, bro, I'm going to send you some clips of my man. He was like, dude, bro, bring him on tour type of shit. Like, he's good, right? So talk to us about how did you – so football is obviously a huge influence in your life. Where did music fit into that? So it's – I mean, I would feel like it went kind of hand in hand with you, right? You've probably always been a musician or artist, right? How did that influence your life, right?
Well, I come from a musical family. My dad's side of the family, they all sing. They into big bands and that type of thing. Me and my sister, my older sister, we were in a youth group in Milwaukee, youth gospel group. Hell, my auntie used to have me sing for her friends for $5. You know, she used to have me sing that Black Street, you know. Yeah. And hell, my brother, Key Mac Beats, Leon, when he was in the Navy, he had a little crew called Head Rush Boys. And when it comes to production, that's when it took off for me. I'll say 99. It might have been 99. He had a Yamaha 4-track digital recorder, some microphone cables in a microphone, and he left it when he came back from Japan. He left it at the house, and I just got with my guys, and we just started recording music. Figured it out, and since then, it's just been a parallel, music and football. You know, I used to call myself Make It because I wanted to make it out the hood, right? I was gonna make it, whether it was, you know, football or sports or you know, singing. You know, I used to that Jay-Z. What he used to say? Rather we dribble out this motherfucker, you know, so third floor hospital out this motherfucker, some shit like that, you know, hard knock life. But I think make this song cry, whatever song that was. I used to listen to that a lot, man, and it was motivation. But my brother definitely got me into the music production side of it. I done took it digital now. I do Pro Tools. In 2019, I started a publishing company called 13 and 8. And that's for my father, you know. He used to tell me the story when I was younger, when I was crying and I was crying over some little shit because I fell off my bike or some dumb shit. He'd let me rub on his scars. Nigga said he had his. I mean, dang, I can't say the N-word. Dang.
Yeah, you can, bro. They already got us, bro. They got us explicit anyways. You good to say whatever the fuck you want.
You're licensed. You're good.
Oh, my bad. I don't mean to say that word anyway. I'm trying to change my vocabulary, my vernacular. But anyway.
I've tried for years, bro. It's fucking not gonna happen.
No, my pops, man, used to tell this story about having his head busted 13 times and being stabbed 8 times or something, or whatever. And that's where I came up with it, 13 and 8 or whatever. And I've been rocking since then. That's how you see all my music. I go through United Masters, United Masters to make it legit. I could probably get like a 2 cents or something like that, or half a cent off of every play. Nothing major, but it's out there, So that's the music side. I love music. I'm trying to once I get my spirit right, I'm gonna try to do some gospel. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I get out these streets, I'm gonna try and do some gospel and do some real work for the Lord.
Hey, so Marcus, don't talk shit. Matt, don't say it. So I mean, obviously, I'm very rough around the edges. I have a very limited vocabulary, and Matt used to tell me, bro, because we get in the car to go somewhere, and I play nothing but like Kurt Franklin's, and like I would have like gospel or Christian music playing. He'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, bro, if I don't play this shit on the way to work, I'm gonna kill somebody when I get in that door. Somebody's getting fucked up. If I don't get dose for Jesus, somebody's gonna get cut.
We were at a production meeting, and I think it was the eval ranking board. So we were in this room, and Al said he wanted to kill everybody and fight everybody, right? Because that's what he does. I'm gonna fight all y'all, and I'm gonna beat your ass, right? So we leave. We're going to get lunch. We get in his car, and he turns it on, and I hear the music, and I just went, "Are you serious right now?" Like 100%. He goes, "It helps me calm down." I'm like, "You should be playing that shit on the inside, dude." I don't know why it's hard.
Hey, the Lord knows my heart. Jesus knows my heart. He don't all this. He knows this. But yeah, bro. So I'd love to hear, bro. But your music, I'd love to hear you do some gospel, right? Some. I mean, you're soulful as hell, bro. Like, I don't know. How old are you, Marcus? 30-something?
What you think?
32, 33? Black don't crack,
Hell
bro.
no.
So you probably like damn 72 years old. I don't know.
I think I did. Are you 37, about to turn 38?
38, man.
Are you 38?
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm 40. Man. I'm 43, bro. Look at this shit.
I did the math when I was reading your bio with the 15 years when that article was written.
Hey, I'll be dying this gray sometime, man, and my sailors be making fun of me, so I stopped. I was just trying to stay young.
I give it up. I'm giving it up. People ask me, do I dye my shit like this on purpose? Like, serious? Really? That you think I would do this? Like, come on, bro.
But listen, they're asking you because they know you, and that would be something you would do.
Probably so. But no. So I mean, yeah. So you're obviously your music, and if you want to if you want to go ahead and plug like your artist name and your shit, so go ahead and do it, man. Let them know how they can find your music and listen to what you got.
The name of my artist name is Mr. Damaged Goods.
Yes, it is.
And it's so true. I don't want to explain it. Maybe like you said, maybe in the book one day. But yeah, I don't have anything coming out right now because, like I said, man, I don't want to put anything else out that doesn't have the right vibration. You know what I'm saying? Not saying the music that I put out is not real, because it's very real, but I want to change the narrative on the story I'm telling. You know what I'm saying? I want it to continue to be, authentic, but I want the what do I call it? It's time to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need any more songs about relationship problems. I want to praise a woman now. I want to be just happy to be in the world, traveling, having fun, good fun, not the reckless shit I've been doing for 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I got a question. So you mentioned the word traveler. I seen your ring. Are you a traveling man, bro?
Oh man, that's another discussion, man.
Oh, I seen it, so I was like, oh, that's one thing I didn't know. I didn't know was that you was on the square, bro. I am too. I didn't know that. So it's hey,
I hear you.
It's always good to meet a brother, bro. So hey,
it is.
Sure.
It is.
For sure.
It is.
So Matt, you want to pay some bills, and we'll bring Marcus back on talk about his Navy.
That's a good spot to hold tight, pay some bills, come back, talk about the Navy. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Marcus, as you can tell, this guy's been everywhere and done everything, so I can't wait to talk to him about it a little bit more. So this is the Triple Threat Vet Podcast. We're going to go pay some bills, y'all. We'll be right back.
Gear up in style wearing Got Your Six apparel. Every purchase makes a difference. It's more than just clothing, it's a statement of gratitude. Upgrade without breaking the bank. Discover cost-effective, high-quality clothing made in the USA. Each shirt is handcrafted by our team in the great state of Texas and shipped for free to your front door. Got Your Six is where quality meets purpose. We're a small veteran-owned business that takes pride in the mission and the value of our products. Join us in growing a community, supporting our heroes, veterans, and first responders by wearing a custom design.
I thought you'd never ask.
Visit sameflagsameoath.com and use the code TRIPLETHREAT for 10% off. Follow us on all social media platforms for any upcoming releases or events, and you can reach out to us with questions anytime. We are here to support our brothers and sisters.
Hello, MP World. My name is Mac Verdi, and I'm a former military police officer, served the 101st MP Company, a couple tours to Iraq, and I am now the founder of Veteran Mortgage Solutions. Veteran Mortgage Solutions is an all-military veteran loan officer team. We will help you with your VA home loan. We'll help you with refinancing. We'll even help you finding realtors in your area and save you money. Give me a call today. Let one MP help another MP. We are fully transparent, 100% great customer service, and very fair pricing. We do not charge you all these ridiculous fees everybody else charges you. Give us a call today. Reach out to us. We are MP Regiment Gold Star sponsors, and we are proud to serve the MP Corps again. Have a wonderful day.
I'm tired of losing. I want to win. I'm tired of being close, man. I want to finish. Forget the naysayers and all the haters. Forget the reporters and all the newspapers. Cause we can do it, cause we believe in Mitch. We believe in Rich, man, we believe in Niche. So catch an attitude and poke your chest out. Protect that Commonwealth, cause this is our house. And that Kentucky Blue, how the Jersey feel. This is our state, it's not Louisville. So jump around, get crunk and knock some heads off. See, when the time work out, we done paid the cost. We believe.
Hey, so I seen somebody requested that already. So there you go.
I made that up earlier today. So that's I caught that on his social media. I was like, yeah, I definitely got to put that in the show for sure.
And I'm gonna give a shout out. So Brandon Holcomb just jumped on and said, "What's up, bro, Al?" So Brandon, I want to give him a shout out real quick too. That guy is a real motherfucker. Let me tell you what he did for his battle buddy. He gave a friend of his a fucking kidney, like. A brother in arms needed a kidney, and this motherfucker right here, bro, gave a kidney to another human being to pretty much, and he'll never admit to it because he's very humble, to save somebody else's life, another shipmate's life, another friend's life. His best friend gave a kidney up, which ultimately probably ended up why he got out of the service. But that he was a corpsman, he was a doc, but yeah. So shout out to my boy Brandon, man. It's good to have you on here, brother.
Yeah, and shout out to Carlos Calzada. He's one of the cookers. So I've often on the other show, the So Smoking Gooder show, I talk about how in the military how we prep and how that kind of relays very directly to the cooking game. So this is something I'll tell Marcus. Like he said earlier, I need to have some passive aggressive. I tell you, don't change your leadership style one iota from what it is right now, Marcus, because the experience you've had that took you from Chicago to Fort Campbell through UK and I forget the other place you went, Milwaukee, all the way to New England and the other football leagues, and then where you're at now, brother, you've got it figured out. That's the leadership that people follow. So I don't think you change a thing, brother.
Well, here's it. Go ahead, Ty. Sorry.
No, you're good. Carlos Calzada is he's go Navy. I think I mistook him one time for a Marine guy. I called him out as a Marine when he got a walk and a cook-off, and he was mad at me. So sorry for that, Carlos.
So I'll tell you this too. So Marcus and me and his brother talked like extensively about like he should be an officer, but I think he'll make chief eventually and become an officer. But I'll tell you this, from a guy who served in combat units, and I'm sure Ty and Matt could attest to some of this stuff too, I would follow Marcus anywhere. If he was like, I'm now an fucking Marcus McClinton, ensign Marcus McClinton, butter bar McClinton, I would fucking absolutely be like, what do you need, sir? Let's go fucking handle business. Because you don't meet a lot of people so his insight, right? Marcus's insight on leadership and life and his perspective is, he's not old, right? He's to me, he's like light years beyond his years because he's been through so much. He's done so much. And he didn't talk about it a lot. But, I mean, pick up a fucking newspaper where he grew up, bro. That's a fucking tough. That ain't no fucking. I'm from Birmingham.
No, this is not a cult. This is putting leadership right where it belongs. I mean, the ability for him to recall exactly what he did wrong on a play
is what you want.
14, 15 years ago is going to serve him well as a leader in the Navy, to where he's going to have after action reviews for actions on the objective, for whatever, detail he's in charge of. These things are going to serve him well. Like this is the correlation that I've tried to make to the cookers preparation, because some of these military guys that become cookers are like becoming like amazing cookers because of their attention to detail and their ability to focus on whatever it is.
You go through the checklist, you prep the checklist, you review the checklist, then you go buy the shit, you look at it one time, then you lay it all out. And this is like 6 days before you get there. And even after, like, let's go through it one more time, make sure we bought everything. You know what I mean? Like,
buy the numbers this time.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc.
1, 2, 3, hesitation. 4, 5, 6, hesitation. 7.
Yeah. So
it just shit's ingrained.
So Doc said it, like his introspective, like it's crazy, right? Just because, in my opinion, I'm like, fucking hand that motherfucker a set of fuck the butter bar, hand him some doubles, hand him an LT bar, because I think his down the road, his military career is going to be just as impressive as what he's done already. And I think he's going to help change sailors' lives and make the military that we all grew up in and the military that we wish we can come back into and have, right, to fix and to hold, right? I think he's going to be like that change that as veterans, and we talk about it on the podcast all the time. We ask for that change. Like, we need leadership, and people bitch and complain about like, well, these people ain't doing shit. Fuck you. Get off your ass and go help and get involved and do your part. Right. I think if he ever decides to go that route, whether he stays and becomes a chief and a master chief down the road, or he goes lieutenant and becomes one day when we sit here like, holy fuck, Marcus, a motherfucking admiral, right? Whatever it is, I think he's the change in the direction, and he's what our military fucking needs, 100%. And that ain't me. That ain't me.
Fun, because I got a question.
My saying this is the fucking fact.
You want to bring him back on? All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt.
About that, actually, like what I was talking about. There he is, Marcus. So hey, man, with Al, I'm sure you just heard Al. He was talking about, going a couple different directions, right? Becoming a chief, becoming an officer. There's things that you can do there in your naval career, right? So my question for you, what made you decide to go into the Navy enlisted versus going officer, since you already had a degree? What was what made you want to go the E route first?
I was going to the Army first.
Uh-oh.
So I wanted to be a civil officer. And Sergeant Derek Freeney was my recruiter. And he just didn't get it done. So and it was like 3 years. I was 2.5 years. Like, I did all my paperwork. I got 10 years of residencies and residencies. I'm sorry, and like job history, right? I'm 28 years old, and he didn't get it done. So I went to my brother, man. Went to my brother, like, listen, I've been trying to get in the Army, man. I need to get in the Navy.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
You got lucky because he was
so,
at the his brother was the supply guy at the recruiting schoolhouse. Like, there's 900 of us motherfuckers sitting in a cubicle. It's like, what do you need? Like,
yeah.
Now Army is because Fort Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Army, Fort Campbell. I really brought into that system. I wanted to wear a uniform. I wanted to come to work every day. I wanted to be a part of a team. I wanted to be an asset. And I want to continue to be a leader, and take care of my family, and I'm just not that. I just can't go to work and come home and sit on the couch. You know what I'm saying? For me, when I'm done, I just want to sit on my porch, on my little piece of land, watch the sun rise and watch it set. I'm done. And I'm not at that point yet. And when you get in the civilian world after you've chased your dreams and now you got to settle down or you got kids, a lot of my buddies, they gave up to, I don't want to say gave up. They committed to their circumstances right away. You know what I'm saying? Or they sat in it too long. They sat it and say, okay, football over, whatever, and fell in. A lot of them didn't go the wrong route, but they just settled. That's the word. They just settled. For me, I'm not done. And it's something I'm supposed to do, and I ain't got there yet. Maybe when it's, I don't know. I just ain't there yet. But anyway, my brother got me into the Navy. It just felt like the next thing. My sister's 20 years plus in the Army. My brother did 20 years plus in the Navy. It was my time to go and serve my country. And I got a lot of pride in this thing, man. I love putting on my uniform. That's probably the number one reason, to be honest with you, is getting up and putting that uniform on. You ain't supposed to iron your end dubs, but sometimes I iron my end dubs because they wrinkle. You know what I'm saying? But I just love putting it on, man. It's you about that work. You about that work. You're not waking up and just putting on your jeans and your t-shirt every day. No, you putting on some boots and you tying them bitches up tight. When you take them off, your legs look like hot dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Like, trust me.
For real, that's what I love to do. It don't matter how hard the freaking day was, bro. Like, I love waking up and going to work. You know what I'm saying? And I get to work out for free. You know what I'm saying? This is my life. I get to work out, go to work, break some shit.
Travel the world?
Shit, travel. Like, this is a man's dream. I hate to say it, but, some people take it for granted sometimes. But this is a dream. I'm living a dream. The worst part about this thing is family separation.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know, Marcus is a Geo Batch. His family lives in, is it Clarksville? Marcus, you were telling me?
Clarksville, Tennessee. Yeah.
Clarksville, where and I want to give a shout out to him real quick because I miss the fuck out of him on the show right now. Is my boy DJ Royalty, Scott Blake. I know you're taking care of family business, which my hat's off to you. But I miss you, brother. We miss you. The new intro for his DJ shit, that shit is legit as fuck. That shit was real. But yeah, I mean, that's where his son is going to Austin P in Clarksville, which is pretty cool. So, but Marcus is
a fullback.
He's a running back, and he is nasty as shit, bro.
He
like Baby Bo Jackson, bro. He legitimately is. He's a man amongst boys. Like, that dude is.
I'm gonna check him out.
But yeah, so you have to get out there and give him some love. But So Marcus is so not only are you serving your country, but and I did it too. And it was so for me in my career, I've only done it once. I was a GEO batch my last tour. I was in North Carolina. My family was in Florida, and it was deployments are tough, right? But you got to go. So Iraq and Korea and Japan and all these places that we've all been, that's just part of the job. But what's not really part of the job, or it's just part of life, is that GEO batch world, and it is tough. Because I mean, your family is in one place and you're in another, but here you are, right, serving your country, doing your thing, and I'm sure they support you and they got your back. But so not only are you on active duty, but now you're GEO batching it. That shit is tough, bro.
Wait, hold on. Somebody said I need to get my blood pressure checked because my legs swelling up with the boots. Hold on.
That's Doc. He's a barbecue fucking legend. He's a corpsman. He was a corpsman in the Navy. So Carlos, hey bro, Marcus don't need your fucking Motrin, bro. He don't need to change his running shoes. He's okay. He don't need your 800 milligram fucking poison pills, bro.
Ibuprofen.
Yeah, you don't need the 800 ibuprofen, Carlos. We got this. Okay,
that fixes it, dude. Ibuprofen and Motrin. That's it. Like you gotta have bones hanging out of your skin. Be like, take this Motrin and come see me tomorrow. Like, all right, cool.
Gunshot, Motrin.
You want me to put it back in though, real quick? Like,
that's
how do I do?
Yeah. So Marcus.
Oh yeah, Doc says it. You got to make sure you drink the water too, and then when you take a knee, you have to face out and pull security. That automatically makes you feel better.
Yeah, Doc's lying. You guys drink the fucking Kool-Aid in the military. Doc, stop lying. We drink the Kool-Aid every day. We don't drink the water. We drink the Kool-Aid. So now, hey, so Marcus, tell us about the Navy, bro. So you're in the Navy. You joined, right? So what are you doing? What do you do in the Navy? What's your rate? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where have you been? And where do you see yourself headed, right?
Yeah. Well, this is my first command. I came here to VP5 in Jacksonville, Florida.
Shout out VP5. My pops was VP5, so shout out VP5.
Yeah, we fly the P8, the P8 Alpha. That's a Boeing 737. I'm an aircraft structural mechanic, support equipment. I work on environmental cooling systems, basically pressurization, air conditioning, that type of thing, right? Avionics, cooling, whatever, oxygen systems. But anyway, it's been a great time. What I have taken advantage of is the ability to get a qualification and then have free reign when I got here to be able to go out on a flight line and actually touch what I just learned about. You know what I'm saying? And my leadership, my first LPO, shout out to Chief Zealous, AMEC Zealous, and AMEC Manning. All right. They let me go out and touch shit. Like, hey, you can't break it. You can't break the aircraft. Go out and touch it. Go see it with your own eyes, And that's what I did. As far as where I've been, Japan is where we go. I've been to Atsugi, Okinawa. I've been to Misawa. I've been to Indonesia, Guam, and the Philippines. I check out of this squadron in August. I'm going to re-enlist August 7th on my 6th year so I can get a little bonus. And
I'm
then
coming, bro. I'll be there. Just send me the dates. I'm coming. We might all come down for a day.
Yeah, where's this going to be,
bro?
This will be in Jacksonville?
Yeah, bro. Let's go, Ty. August 7th. Let's plan. We'll do a podcast from Jacksonville. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, now. All right.
Bro, it's 5 hours for me. And they got to drive a long way, but I'm close.
All right. Well,
we're coming. We're coming.
I'll re-enlist on the 7th, August, 7th or the 8th. I'll let you know. But the 7th is my birthday, and I have to re-enlist. Oh, you guys are Navy counselors. I have to re-enlist on that day. That's that'll be my 6-year mark or whatever. And then I got orders to a squadron called VPU-2. Same aircraft. I just don't know what they do.
And where's that one at?
Uh-oh. He's in the barracks, bro. The Marines done got to the Marines done got back in the room. They playing video games. They fucking playing Call of Duty. They're playing tummy sticks. Like David knows about that, right? They playing tummy sticks. He'll come back on.
That's that Jacksonville Wi-Fi, bro. I think he knew that like the heat was about to be turned up. He's like, oh no.
So
I
Josh
think that was
Benny,
my phone died thing.
so Josh Benny he's one of my mentors in the Navy. So he's on there watching this, and he said that's secret scroll shit. It's all he knows pretty much. he was aviation guy. So he's like, so wherever Marcus is going, that must be some like legit shit because some secret scroll shit. So we'll give him a second to come back on. But while we got us, man, let's talk, man. So obviously, I was texting Ty during the podcast. Like I told you, like absolutely impressive. Like his stance on leadership. I feel like, and Matt can chime in, right? From and Vinny's on here. There's a lot of people on here, right? Stop saying me, David. David's like Al's Wi-Fi. He's probably on my shit, bro. Probably, right? He's probably using my Wi-Fi. He's like stealing my shit. But no, from a leadership perspective, right? He already talks like somebody who could be senior enlisted or an officer. He's already got that perspective. He's already checking the blocks. He's already, to say a guy who came from University of Kentucky and was an SEC All-American and played in the league for a short time, to be able to say, I'm proud to get up in the morning and put on this uniform. I seen Ty's face. Like he looks right now. Like we remember those days. I remember like my uniform's still hanging in the closet. I sent a picture to my boys, still hanging in the closet with my ribbons on it. Ain't nobody calling my sorry old ass, fat ass off the couch. Right. But it's hard for me to pull those ribbons off and to pull it off and put it in a box somewhere and fold them khakis up and get rid of. Like to me, like it's a reminder every day of not what I once was or it's not the past for me. It's not the past. It's it's what made me what I am and who I am now. Right. It's made me the leader, the father, and the friend that I am now.
I mean, think about it. The guy grew up in the south side of Chicago. So, that was hard already. It was hard. That's a hard ass place to grow up. Then he goes and plays football and gets his ass beat playing football, goes into Kentucky and plays SEC football, which is already another ass whooping.
Which you can say, I don't know who's on watch this, but for a fact, there's no conference like that. Like it is hard nosed.
Then works to get drafted, so he already knows hard work, and he fails there. And then he keeps going. And the guy joined the Navy later in life. So the dude joined the Navy already with real world experience. That's something a lot of people don't get to do.
Yeah.
So he probably had more life experience than some of his LPOs getting on the boat, right?
For sure.
That were 5-6 years in the military, just like him, E6. Nowhere near that dude. You're like, you got to give him another 10 years. He might be ready. But he came in the door probably with a different motivation because now that you're older and you see different things, you can just tell from him he's learned from the past and he's not trying to make the same mistake, right? He's trying to go forward and do those things. And what I see in him is somebody that is going to give those lessons to the people that he works with that are his junior sailors. To be like, hey, I've been there and done that. And this is what happens when you do this crazy shit, right? And then he helps them grow and get better. And just seeing that, like listening to him talk about the football plays, you can tell like he's there, right? There he is there, right?
He's back. So hey Marcus, you got some hey Marcus, you got some people, you got Natasha watching right now, bro. You got some fans watching. I know. Yeah. So
what's she talking about? Facts. What's she talking about?
So when you got off, it was us talking, right? But we were talking about like your leadership, right? And the fact that you bring you bring life experience, right? From where you came and where you came from and where you're at to the military, right? Which is it's weird because I remember going to boot camp with a guy who was like 32 years old. I'm thinking, why the fuck, bro? He's like, dude, look, like life gave me lemons and I fucking joined the Navy. Like, oh shit, like I made lemons and vodka. Like, oh shit, lemonade and vodka. But the fact is that your experiences are going to but they're going to pretty much, and like Matt was saying, are going to mold you and make you into, and you're already a phenomenal leader. I mean, you've been in the Navy. It took me motherfucking like 9 fucking years, 6 years, 7 years to get to first class. Like, and I had to fucking hand job everybody in the shop and fucking go to combat to get to E5. Like I had to do a bunch of dumb shit to get to where I was at. Right. But it's a matter of time, right? It's all about God's timing and what's next for you, right? But you're going to be a phenomenal leader, whatever path you choose. That's kind of what Matt was alluding to. Like you've got such life experiences that, and I'm sure you're doing it now. And I know you are because I watch your videos and I've seen some of your stuff about your shipmates and some of the stuff you're doing. You're already sharing those experiences with the people that work with you and work for you and the people that you're bringing along, right? You're mentoring and developing people already, right? And I think that's a lost art in the military as a whole. And I'm sure Ty can speak to the Army. It's a lost art. Most people get to where you're at and they're like, fuck it. I'm here. Like you figure it out. You'll get there. Like you can't be me. I'm the man. I'm the fucking shit. The fact is you are the motherfucking man and you don't act like that, right? You bring people along with you and you bring people up from probably dark times and rough situations because you're happy about going to Japan and doing shit. And you got a beautiful family, but everybody ain't on the same fucking wavelength. Cause some people are like, fuck this Navy and fuck this deployment. And it takes a person or a leader like you to say, hey, look, like, let's look at where you would be if it wasn't for the Navy or if it wasn't for the military or when in your life. I tell people all the time, I've traveled
the whole thing, bro. Just do the
people. Yeah, but Ty and Scott and the guys in this podcast and the people who watch, I've been more places in my military career than most people will ever do in their entire fucking lifetimes. Like I've got memories and experiences and shit that most people will never see. And they'll sit at home and they'll talk about the what ifs and I could have been and I should have been. You can. Like the fact is you can. All you have to do is, and it ain't gotta be the military, get off your ass and go do something. Go make a difference. Mm-hmm. Go help somebody else be better, right? And be better for yourself and your family. And I think you embody those principles. You embody the Navy principles hands down. I wish I could be on a ranking board against Matt Johnson and Curtis Bimbo and all these motherfuckers fighting for your EP, bro, because it would be fucking easy. I wouldn't have to flip no tables like I did back in the day. There would be no fist fighting. It'd be easy.
Hero, if I could interject with some experience. So check this out, Marcus. So I feel I was stationed at Fort Campbell in 1999. So I was there, going through multiple deployments. I went to Kosovo, 9/11 happened, and then we went, of course, to Iraq and Afghanistan, back to back. So the picture and environment you were seeing in about 2003 to 2005 when you were playing at Fort Campbell, I experienced that environment every day. And so I know, because I have 6 kids, that being a child or a high schooler or a kid that grows up in the military is going to build some resilience. So if you could maybe pick out 2 or 3 things that you think having, your brother in the Navy, your sister-in-law in the Navy, and your sister who I saw in the comments there. I mean, we were there at the same time. What are some of the things that maybe you learned from Fort Campbell, that you learned from Milwaukee, that really clicked and made you into what you have, like win? Like, if this ain't about winning, we ain't doing it. So where did some of those things come from?
Say that again.
So, okay. Sorry.
The first thing on my mind, because I got something that I want to say.
Yeah, go ahead and say that then. I'll come back to
it. You say, where did that you got to win come from? Well, we can go back to, first of all, I don't know. I don't want it to seem like I came from nothing, because I came from a beautiful family. Yep. And I'm not a materialistic guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's some things in life that you just don't have. And I can't pinpoint what it is, but I know I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? And winning is more than like more than a basketball or football game. Winning for me is a recurring thing. I know what I don't want to be. I know where I shouldn't be as a man, quote unquote, or even as a human, just a human being. I'll give the credit to my mama, for the prayers. My mom. Shit, I'm gonna give it all to my mom and my father, because they didn't have what my uncles and aunties had. You feel me? And didn't want it wasn't chasing money. They just wanted to be happy and be God-fearing, you know, and have disciplined kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I've been trying to live up to. You know, I do a lot of crazy shit or done a lot of crazy shit in my life, but one thing I never want to do is embarrass my mama. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that just leads you in a certain direction in life. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to embarrass my mama. I want to break her heart. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. It's a lot of people that you may break their hearts and they'll get over it, but the one person for me who heart I don't want to break is my mama's. You know, you want your pops to be proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You want to show your pops that he had a son who was something in this world, who wasn't a pushover. You know what I'm saying? Who can handle his business. You know, so I would say that's always been in the back of my mind, is wanting to be something, because I saw a lot of examples of people who didn't quote unquote live up to what they should have lived up to, the basic necessities. And then I saw some people that appeared to be living up to it, but they may have not been doing it in a righteous way. So it's kind of like riding that middle line. You can't be too bad, you can't be too good. It's like, it's the level, my brother. Everybody's on a level. You know?
I get it. I get what you're saying.
He wrote, you know, I didn't know that then, you know. That's it. What made me, you know, seeing my brother, he made a choice. He didn't want to, you know, just be a statistic. You know, he chose to go to the military. You know, so did my sister. My mother chose to leave Chicago. You know, that's it, man. Just wanting to make it in the world, wanting to be something. It ain't even have to be athletics. It ain't have to be singing. It just had to be something. You know what I'm saying? And not just give in and say, you know what, I'm from here. I'm gonna be this way. I'm never gonna leave this city. No, I got some loyalty for the University of Kentucky because they've taken care of me and they love me. You know, same establishment for 23 years. You know, same, you know, infrastructure, same Mitch Barnhart, you know, Mark Hill, them guys, you know, they haven't changed. The coaches have changed, but they take care of their players, you know, not in a necessarily a financial way, but they make sure that you're okay spiritually and just as a person. You know, go Mitch Barnhart, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, go Big Blue. But
absolutely, go Big Blue. And shout out to Mark Pope for getting the basketball job.
Oh yeah.
He's a perfect guy for the job.
Oh yeah. You know,
but I mean, that's exactly what my question was going to be, Marcus. I mean, the resiliency that you build by moving around so much, you've got this leadership, you've got it licked, man. Like I said, I'm ready to join the Navy and come follow you, brother. So I'd love hearing your story. Thank you so much.
I can't fit my uniform anymore, but I'll do some crunches tomorrow and some.
I mean, I can talk a good game. I don't know if I can perform anymore. I'm too old. I'm almost 50.
That last button.
All right.
Yeah. Fuck it.
It'd have to be Photoshop, but it's still here though, and here.
So yes. I know it's not on here, so I'm guessing we're not hot seat tonight.
Oh yeah. We are.
Okay, well let's get to that. So Marcus, I don't know how much of our podcast you've watched, but at the end of the podcast, we put motherfuckers on a hot seat. Seat. Apparently, it's
hot seat.
So Scott Blake, who's not on tonight, he's our DJ. And if you ever want to, like, you know what, I'm doing some gospel shit, let me get a good DJ. This guy is the motherfucking man. So DJ, we'll get him to reach out to you, but he does the hot seat every week for everybody that's on there. And I'm assuming that Ty, since he was like, oh yeah, we doing it, Ty's got the hot seat. So I'm gonna shut my motherfucking mouth and let
what's the hot
everybody's
seat,
already
man?
asking.
What is the seat, man?
So here's the deal.
What's the hot seat, man?
Well, you've been around. You've done a lot of different things, right? You've had to do rookie training. You've done all these things. But there's always questions of people to see where your mind is at, right? So the hot seat asks you a whole bunch of questions. And we want honest answers. That's it. It's only 10 questions. All right, so you ready?
What's up, man?
Okay, so the first one is going to be an ode to our friend DJ Royalty. There's a couple in here that are ode to him, but the first one I want to ask you, you said you've been around, you've done a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You've done crazy shit. So Would you run up the hill to get some ass or run down the hill to beat some ass?
Damn. I run down here to beat some ass. Do I gotta explain? I run down here to beat some ass. I ain't chasing no pussy.
Okay, there you go. Real
Never
answer.
that.
All right.
She better be down there.
There you go. So, you're from Chicago on the south side, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this question, but I just got to know. White Sox or Cubs?
Shit. Cubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Cubs.
I'm surprised at that.
Sammy
All right,
Sosa, man.
all
I
right.
like Sammy Sosa. Forget Frank
There you
Thomas.
go. He brought it back, him and McGuire. So let's go to, sticking with the city of Chicago, best Bear, in your opinion, of all time.
Devin Hester.
Devin
That's a young
Hester.
guy. I say Devin Hester because he's my generation. You
Okay.
can say Walter Payton. You can say Brian Urlacher. You can say what's the coach? What's his name?
Mike
I don't
Ditka.
know.
Ditka.
Mike, you can say Mike Ditka. I'm saying Devin Hester. He's the best
Okay.
specialist of all time. He's with the Bears.
Okay. There you go. All right, so transition a little bit. Again, I know you've been through a lot of stuff. You've been, high, you've been low, you've been everywhere. So this is another one that I know that our DJ likes to ask sometimes. But if you could go back to any point ever and bring somebody back to have a conversation with them, who would that person be, and what would you guys talk about? It could be anyone.
It'd be my cousin TJ. And shit. We were just talking.
Okay, I like it. So here's one for you: training camp or boot camp, and why?
Training camp, man. I'm doing something I love. I love football.
Okay.
Boot camp is just a timeline, man. Everybody gonna make it if you pass the test. It's really not a filtering process.
Gotcha.
But training camp is. You got it or you don't.
Yeah, very much. So do you feel like people got it or they don't when they go to boot camp too? Do you think there's any truth to that as well?
Nah. It's a waiting game. You just gotta work for 16 hours on your feet and pass some easy tests. That's it.
There you go. Exactly. All right. So what was the biggest win that you ever experienced at the University in Kentucky?
LSU.
Ooh.
We beat number one LSU, had the only loss on their record, and they won a national championship that year, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, they did. And I was at my dad's house watching that game.
All right. I'm a little sad. We're from Louisiana, LSU. This is cool. But my son's at A&M right now, so
yeah,
we're all over the SEC today.
My sister-in-law is a huge LSU fan.
Oh yeah. There you go. All right, so let's go to music on this one. All right. Who are your top 5 R&B artists of all time?
Al Green, Otis Redding, Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke, and Mr. Damaged Goods. Did I give you 5?
You did. You
All
did.
Right,
there you go. There's your 5. I like it.
Is that 10 questions yet?
Nope. We're almost done. It's okay. It's okay. We're almost done.
All right.
So back to sports, and you are from Chicago, so this one's going to be a little bit interesting. Scott likes to give this to people. So who would you say is better, and why? Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
Why?
I already said it. He could go. He's smooth. LeBron James is a football player that know how to play basketball. He's rough. He's not. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan is smooth. You like it to look good, like a Kyrie. Kyrie make it look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's Michael Jordan.
Gotcha. All right. So last question, sticking with music. This is also the one that I know all the guys in the background are waiting for. We wait for this one every week. So, in your opinion, just based off whole body of work, who would you say is better and why? Prince or Michael Jackson?
Damn. Michael Jackson.
Oh! There you go. See, look, I tell you what, you made you made DJ Real T happy with that one. If he's watching this, he's happy. Al was over there probably passing out in the background, but you have made it out of the hot seat, my friend. Hopefully you did it justice this week. Thank you.
No, Matt, a couple episodes ago, I switched up. I switched up to Michael Jackson because, like, vocally and like, I mean,
he got
switched
hits.
back over. I switched over to Michael Jackson. I did.
Listen, the only thing I know from Prince is Purple Rain, you know, and I had to learn to like that. But Michael Jackson changed the world, just like Michael Jordan did. Prince ain't changed the world. Michael Jackson had people in all countries crying and falling out. Prince just play all the instruments. Michael Jackson.
I will tell you, we were riding the car today, and I think
that's a gross oversimplification of Prince's talents. I just want to go on record as to say, as a musician, you should be absolutely embarrassed of that answer. No, I appreciate it. Michael, I try to tell Scott all the time, if Prince is here for me and Michael Jackson is literally here, there's nothing wrong with being here. The only reason I like it is because I have that emotional attachment with like the Purple Rain movie album, playing the guitar and all that kind of stuff. I didn't have that same emotional connection with Michael Jackson, but like, I think of course, Michael Jackson changed the world. That's a good answer. Michael Jackson changed the world.
Apples and oranges, though. Michael Jackson is a performer, a pop star. He's a leader.
Let me put you full screen for this.
Prince. You'll get my dirty bed in the back. No, but like Prince play all instruments. Yes, he's a great musician. Yes, that's awesome, right? He's a LeBron, right? Great basketball player. But Michael Jackson changed the world. He changed the freaking world. Period. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's such a good explanation. I may have to start looking at this a little bit differently. So I appreciate that answer.
I told you I switched up like a couple weeks ago. Like
that's pretty interesting what you just said. Like when you said Prince was like LeBron, I was like, what? Oh yeah, he's got a point. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Michael Jackson transcended everything he ever. Touche, my friend. Touche. You got me.
So
Prince,
Scott's gonna come back. I'm gonna be a Michael Jackson fan.
All Prince's music is secular, man. He's not making music for the world. All his music is for me. It's just straight secular music, right? He's not bringing people together. Like he's talking about freaky shit. He's wearing pants with no ass in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm buying a pair tomorrow.
Now I know Michael Jackson got some freaky stuff going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? But that was pre like therapist, society. Like if he had a therapist, I think he would have been a little bit better. He wouldn't have had to go through his childhood shit throughout his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Probably made him.
You might be on something there.
My daddy.
But yes, Doc Powell, this is the point right now where we are, in fact, waxing poetic about some silly shit. So yes, that's the part of the show we're at now.
I know we're winding down, so I just want to let Marcus kind of any shout outs you want to give or anything, any last wisdom, leadership tidbits you want to give, little tokens you want to give before we jump out of here, brother. What you got?
Shout out to my sister Natasha McClinton. Shout out to my brother Leon McClinton. Shout out to my family. Shout out to VP5. Shout out to Al Hero, and shout out to you guys. Triple threat vets. You feel me?
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, appreciate that.
That's it.
I wasn't trying to shut down, but
Leah, what is it?
That's Ty's thing. So Ty once we get all Marcus, text me a good address and stuff. So we're gonna send you some stuff from the podcast.
For sure.
Matt has the most amazing veteran and first responder t-shirts you can buy. He's got some good shit on his website. But we'll send you a serialized T-shirt from the podcast for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So Marcus, I just want to tell you that I got some friends of mine, Master Chief Jimmy Sandlin, that may be watching the show right now with his son, who I grew up with in Jacksonville, John Sandlin. So the fact that we have someone that played at UK on the podcast, man, I'm telling you, it was all I could. I'm sorry if I didn't make sense, but I'm fanboying a little bit. Like you said, you went into, the Patriots as a fan more so than a pro. I actually wrote down a fan versus a pro. And man, I'm telling you, to have you on this show is fucking awesome to me. And good luck in your career. We'll definitely be following you. And I've got all kinds of people in Fort Campbell. If you need anything across the spectrum of anything, if your family needs anything, let me know, and I'll find somebody in Fort Campbell.
Appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Also, I'd like to say I apologize if I said any my language got out of control at times. I apologize.
You didn't fucking say a motherfucking thing that's a motherfucking problem.
Hey, if you've ever hung up, bro, you know it's all good.
I cuss in church sometimes on accident. My wife has to be like, "Hey, what'd you say?" I'm like, "I just said praise fucking God. I don't know, praise hallelujah, motherfuckers." No,
and Julie and David Willis are huge Kentucky fans, and they were giving you a big shout out. So
don't lie, David Willis is a Louisville fan. He can't claim Kentucky today. He's a Louisville fan. When you said that,
that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
And David Wallace, and he's in.
Hey, okay, hold on. I forgot. I do have one more hot seat question.
Oh shit!
And only Mark is going to be able to answer this one.
Yeah.
So, why can't you go to heaven in a little red canoe?
What?
Because God's favorite color is Wildcat blue. That's some Kentucky country shit. I'm from Corbin, Kentucky.
Oh!
You can't go to heaven in a little red canoe because God's favorite color is Wildcat blue. So
Wildcat
that was going to be
blue.
one of my hot
Let's
seat
go.
questions. That's right.
Let's go. Let's go. I didn't fail that test, but now I know it. Now you know. Knowing's half the battle. We're going to sing on UK. We'll fight for the fight today. Hold the ball and hit that line. Every Wildcat star will shine. We'll fight for the blue and white. As we roll to the gold varsity, we'll kick fast run to the battle. It's run. We bring on the victory. Hey.
Go Cats.
There we go. All right.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Cash, I'm not a Liberty risk, by the way. I'm not a Liberty. I was a Liberty risk. I'm not anymore. Okay.
Are you?
And Marcus, I'm telling you, bro. Let us know your reenlistment date so we can plan some shit to come around there. So.
Yeah, for sure. Jacksonville shouldn't be too hard. I mean, I got family there right now. So.
For sure.
All right, man. Really appreciate you coming on. We'll let you get out of here.
Later, brother.
All right. Appreciate it. Love. Yep.
Love, brother.
That was awesome. That made my night. I hope I made half the sense. I was literally fanboying out. Like,
Me all the time, bro.
I put 2 fucking pages of questions together, and I don't think I asked any of them. I got a lot of respect for that guy. I mean, what I was trying to convey is like, I know what his environment was like when he was in high school at Fort Campbell. And I know how resilient they had to be because during those times when he were there, every unit on that post, it was like coming, going. So helicopters always training. That's a different environment that just does something to people to hyper focus on something or to, kind of go this way. So every single echelon of things that he's been a part of, he's succeeded and he's found that way to win. And I know he's going to do it as a chief or as an ensign, right? That's what a butter bar is, an ensign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know if he chooses that route, he's gonna do well. So I do want to go over a couple things here.
Come on, Jesus.
What's the matter?
I said you're not late. You're detained elsewhere.
Hell yeah.
So upcoming events. There's some things that I wanted to put out that I don't know if I've been doing it. Yeah.
If you haven't, make sure we plug Bubba Wesley's.
Yeah, that's in my notes here. There's a bunch of shit in these notes, so let's make sure we go back and forth through all this.
Do your thing, brother.
So there's me on a four-wheeler in Costa Rica. I came around the corner, I saw it, so I kind of posed for that. So I feel pretty good about myself being 49 in a couple of years, still having some of my four-wheeler skills from back in the day.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Project Zero is doing some awesome stuff. I always scan the code there, take a little picture of it with your phone or whatever. If you're in the Houston area, definitely reach out to Kyle Shudik. This is what he wanted me to talk about. The Sporting Clays coming up June 3rd. Sporting Clays. So if you're interested in doing some sport shooting, call Kyle Shudik. There's all kinds of different ways to get out there and get involved and get rid of some of that excess anxiety or PTS that you don't want to be dealing with no more. Just get out there. That's what he says. And the second annual VFW Post 8790 Scramble, RG is the commander there, and they've got their second annual Scramble. If you're interested in playing in the Houston area, just give them a shout out and get registered. What else did I want to talk about? There's something else on here. Oh, so we're still giving games out, and we're going to have Operation Warrior Wishes on. So we've given 2 tickets out now. So we've had 2 families go to games, and we're really happy to partner with Operation Warrior Wishes to get some of these veterans that have never experienced some of the pro teams. They've got to deal with the Dash, the UFL team that's here, of course, the NFL and the Major League Baseball. So if you're interested in going to a game, go to warriorwishes.org and get on their lists. Oh, yeah, here's something I wanted y'all to do with me. So it's Kentucky Derby week. I want y'all to help me pick a winner. So I'm
celebrate freedom. That's what I can see.
Catching freedom?
Yeah, catching freedom. Sorry, it's small on the phone, right?
Oh, okay, that's right. So you think catching freedom? Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my buddy Master Chief Sandlin. They've got the off track betting. I'm just going to have him put some money somewhere. So maybe
I'm going catching freedom too, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like
it seems like that's the coolest one. That's a cool name.
Forever Young's a good one, dude. Let's look at this. What's that second one? Sierra Leone?
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are pretty good names, dude.
Nope, I'm going catching freedom, bro.
That's because it was highlighted in red and you didn't have to do no work.
Fucking America, motherfucker. America.
I think I've only in my entire life I've only placed a bet one time on a horse race, and it was with Jimmy Sandlin and John Sandlin. I don't remember what year it was, but they have off track up in Maysville, Kentucky. So maybe we can pick a winner this year.
So Josh Vincent lives in that area. He's the Sierra Leone has been talked about locally too. So that might be a good one. But even the last one, what's that? I can't really see it. Was it resiliency? Is that what it says in there?
Yeah, resilience. 20-1 odds.
I mean, you got.
I don't even know really how to bet. So
I don't even. But I think I'm going to pull for them because we're veterans and we're resilient. So I think that's my pick. That's who I'm picking.
There we go. All right. So next week it's going to be us, but then the week after that,
Big Kurt Bimbo. Josh Vincent knows. I think Josh knows Kurt too. And they were in Chicago together, I think. But yeah, I'm excited about. What'd you say, Matt?
He cutting hair like crazy,
bro. That dude's is a stud barber. Like when my kids were when they needed haircuts, I fucked up my son's hair one time. True story. I was trying to cut my son's hair and I fucked it all up. And I called Kurt. He was like, "Yeah, bro, swing in by." And Kurt was able to fix it. It was bad. He looked like probably like David fucking Willis did in boot camp. Like it was pretty bad. He had the horseshoe. He had the Marine Corps fucking horseshoe. It was it was horrible.
So what's next for you tomorrow, Matt? You going to get up about 5 o'clock in the morning, or like what time you got to be at the dealer?
I'm going to be there when they open, probably like 7. Then we'll go get the car fixed. Then we drive to Indianapolis. And on Saturday, we have a doctor in. So it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
I am not.
Congratulations to Sierra.
I am a doctor. However, I am not a licensed physician. What movie? Come on, what movie is that?
Oh, that's The Hangover.
That's Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell. I am a doctor. However,
agent doctor, you know what?
Doctor.
I played doctor before, and it's pretty awesome.
Doctor.
I've played doctor.
You know what I'm saying? I played Hello Baby, I'm a gynecologist, and nobody liked the game but me, apparently. Well, whatever. I'm just kidding. No.
Well, thank
So
God.
anyways,
I'm glad I was able to get on. It was great to see you guys. To everybody that watched today, we really appreciate you coming on as we do every week. Hope you guys learned something from Marcus. If anything, you learned how to be resilient and move forward. Again, congratulations to my daughter, Sierra. I'm very proud of you. So happy to see that you're on the end of that journey going into greater things, soon to be at the VA in Texas helping veterans over there. For everybody here, thank you for coming on. That's all for me. I'm going to take it over to the guys for their last words. See what Al Hero, what you got.
and so again, I want to say what Matt said. I want to thank Marcus for coming on. Like Ty said, I was lucky enough to watch his military transition and kind of where he started at. I went to his high school graduation and got to see him where he's at now as a first-class petty officer in the United States Navy, doing really big shit. And it's just the beginning of what he's going to do. So thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. I love your brother. I know he couldn't get on tonight, but I love you, Leon, bro. If you need anything, you know I'm right down the street. And I also want to say I sincerely and desperately miss DJ Royalty. It's not the same without you, bro. I wish you were on. I hope you go back and watch it and be like, damn, I should have been on because the hot seat was just as fire without you. No, I'm just kidding. Hot seat was never, not even close to you, bro. But I love you, brother. I hope you're having a good time in California with your family. And like I always say, don't pet the sweaty shit. Or don't sweat the petty shit. Sweat the petty shit. I love all you guys. Thank you for watching this.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Hey, come back. Say it one more time.
Don't pet the sweaty shit. Oh, damn, bro, you're fucking me up, Matt. Don't sweat the petty shit in life, right? We always sweat it. Don't sweat the petty shit. Pet the sweaty shit. And y'all know what I'm talking about, motherfuckers. Love you. Shut up, Morgan.
Well, Ty, that was another good man. I enjoyed watching you fanboy over somebody today. That was pretty interesting. That was good, man. Yes, some good questions, but
I think I got a little too profound. I was like asking 35 questions in one question. So
sorry, Ty. I think, and it's not his name on there, but I think Mr. Music Man, the wise one, is his brother Leon, the one that he was talking about throughout the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think that's Leon. If it is, love you, bro. I'm sorry I had your fucking name changed in my phone, and I fixed it. I want to apologize. Start my 3-part apology by saying I'm a fucking idiot, and you know me, bro. I'm sorry. Love you, bro. I'm out.
Well, Ty, I'm going to let you close this one down, my friend. So for everybody that's out there, thank you. We appreciate you watching, and time, let you close this one out, brother. Everybody.
Yeah, hey, this has been a great show. Scott, we miss you. We love you. We'll see you next week. And for all my guys, I mean, we love doing this show. We look forward to it every week. We love having the interaction that we've had with you, and we love bringing all kinds of different perspectives. So just like DJ says, let your next day be your best day. You know, we'll see you next week, and we'll be all together. Talk to you soon.